made some adjustments to the whole encoding and everything thanks to Mattscreative. I'll put his channel link in the description. He's a fantastic content creator that knows a heck of a lot of stuff about Linux itself. I think he's on his first year. He just completed his first year, if I remember correctly, in Linux, being full-time in it. I'm very, very hopeful that I'll be able to make my, after 1 year of being only in Linux video, soon. Okay, that's got a lot of time still left to it, but still soon. So he went off and shared some advice to me. We're going to see how things are going. I am running 1440p, changed to H.264 HVENC encoding, and we're gonna see if that makes the video quality a little bit better. And then I adjusted a few things for the audio itself, so we'll see where that goes as well. But what I wanted to actually talk about is our wonderful Linux environment that we're in here today. So I didn't have the exact opportunity the other day to go over how everything kind of came together. But let's take a look at that real quick. Hopefully running commands doesn't screw everything up. So first things first, everything that I'm going to be talking about is actually pulled from the moiety.com website, from the blog. So if you're interested in anything there, it's going to be the first day of being inside of Linux, or inside of Arch Linux. So the first command that we're going to go ahead and pull is this curl command. We're just going to go ahead, I'm going to drag and drop it here, and it's going to do its little, curl command. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the cd CachyOS -repo.sh. Oops. There. No such. Good Lord. Oh, here we go. Whoops. Wrong thing. To go down my own list, and then we run this sudo CachyOS. There we go. And that's just going to run through and do an install. What it's going to do for me is just do an update to anything that's, potentially missing. When it comes down to lib32 and whatnot, we're going to be replacing those things with the Cachy variant. We're going to go ahead and click yes, and then Y for yes again. And it's going to run through and it's going to install everything. Sorry if my camera is shaking a little bit. I am not going after the cat that will bite me. So, and she is on the top platform for my desk. So this is just our life right now. All right. So now that everything's done there, we're going to do sudo pacman -syu. This way we go ahead and make sure everything's up to date. And then we're going to do sudo pacman -S CachyOS -kernel -manager. Go ahead and press Y for yes. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to type in kernel. And that's going to bring up the Cachy kernel manager. The current one that I'm running is the LTO optimized, right? But say we wanted to take a look at, like, if we go here to release versions here, you have the 6.16.02 0-2. Say we wanted to grab, because we were having some issues, the 6.16.0-1, and I just wanted to go with the stable one here with just the boar, not with the LTO, right? Oh, I don't have boar on that one. All right, so we've selected this CachyOS boar. We're going to click execute. We're going to go ahead and press Y for yes. And it's going to go ahead and grab that boar with the headers and all of that. It's going to grab everything that we need and put it all together. So we're just going to go ahead and, I guess, wait for a little while. And after an eternity, we're here. Okay, it was like 2 minutes, but still felt like an eternity to me. And that's it on that side of it. All right, turns out that I'm a complete dumbass. So I forgot something here. We're gonna go ahead and grab this code. I will put it in. I'm gonna put everything inside of the Blogger post. It might be a day after this video goes live, so this way we have the complete breakdown of everything. But there we go. So now we have everything added. I'll be right back. You can actually see that it is here. Archie, CachyOS Boar. And here we are. I'll go ahead and go into the zoom feature here. There we go. And show that we are on Cachy 6.16.0-1 CachyOS Boar for the Linux kernel. So there we go. I'll go ahead and I'll get that workup done. But I just wanted to show you guys how that kernel was easy as hell to do. Now, caveat here, or side note, this effectively, because we're pulling largely from the CachyOS side of things, it kind of effectively means that we're kind of building our own CachyOS, I guess. It is a way to say that. It's still on, Arch, vanilla Arch. We're just now building everything. So any updates that we do in the future to specific applications are going to be automatically pulled unless we change that from the CachyOS repos. So just keep in mind that there's kind of a Manjaro effect that can happen in this type of scenario, where we have instabilities pulled from like the AUR. Yeah, so just keep in mind that your packages are coming from that. So like if you do sudo pacman-syu and we run that update, it's pulling these things from the CachyOS repo. And then it's checking if core is up to date, so yeah, core is up to date, but it's going to be pulling this stuff from the Cachy repos, and writing over the top of anything that was Arch. Does that make sense? And if I'm not understanding that properly, please let me know or explain a little bit more of the intricacies down in the comments. Remember, I'm just an idiot that enjoys doing, Linux, and I like making content related to Linux and showing you the cool things that I, find interesting. I am not an expert. I'm not going to proclaim to be an expert because there are people that are way more intelligent than me. Take a look at Mattscreative. He's one example down in the comment or down in the description. He's fantastic. Now, whether he'll say that he's an expert, I don't know. I haven't ever asked him. But as far as that's concerned, just wanted to show that off. Everything else that we did was like installing Steam or Proton Plus, things like that. I've shown how to do that multiple times in the past. There's no real reason to, beat a dead horse over that. So yeah, the one thing to note though, like things like it with the CachyOS repos, and downloading Proton Plus, it actually is stock inside of that repo. That's something it's a package that's already there. But because the package is already there, you're not having to add a repo that has Proton Plus, which you have to do with the stock repo, with the core repos. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all that I got here. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. As a final aside, good lord, final asides. We are days away from being in the YouTube, eligible to apply for YouTube partner. So I want to thank everybody that's been around, that's been watching the content. You mean the world to me. This is crazy. Me and my friends had talked about it, and I was going to stop if we couldn't make it to YouTube partner by August of this year, and we're gonna make it. We've already done the math and it's there, so that's beautiful. So and for those of you that are like, why would you stop? Well, I've been doing this on and off for 4 years, for the past over a year and a half, something like that. Yeah, like a year and a half. I've been doing content relatively regularly, and I had been playing video games. I get it. That's a horrible niche. You're never going to get anywhere with it. And I wanted to do this switch over to something else. And I said, screw it. We're going to try doing Linux because I enjoy making that type of content. So we're almost here. So thank you guys so much for that. It doesn't mean anything massive. It's just a fantastic goal just to make it to that point. And I'd like to thank everybody that's been a part of that entire process. So see you guys in the next one. Don't be afraid to dive on into the rift.